This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is brought to you by Starboy's Juices. Infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing and nutritious. Call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sports City. Yes, Sports City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sports City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sports City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sports City right now.
Hi, my name is Lee Williamson. Subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary.
Hi, my name is Joby McAnuff. Subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary.
Hello everyone, how's everybody doing? I hope you all are doing well. I'm Simon Preston and welcome back to Reggae Boys Commentary. This is the platform where we'll come together to discuss everything in relation to Jamaican football. This is your hub for everything Jamaican football related. We have a couple of comments coming in. Candy says, big up. Orville Brown says, up from Canada, Simon. Very nice. Whereabouts in Canada? Toronto, Ontario, Peterborough, London, Mississauga. Whereabouts in that area? Or is it Manitoba? Is it Saskatchewan? Is it Alberta? Is it BC? Is it Prince Edward Island? Is it Newfoundland? Is it Brunswick? New Brunswick? Well, looking forward to hearing more from you there. So what this video is about is to confirm with you that firstly, the Reggae Boys will be at the Pan American Games later this calendar year in Santiago, Chile, but we'll also have representation of a Jamaican team at the CAC Games this year as well. And in football, as you know, in 2018, we had our Reggae Girls there as well. So what we can say is that, we will have a busy summer, you could say, looking ahead, because the CAC Games is set to run from June 23 to July 8, right? So that's what the time frame of the CAC Games would look like, east of Toronto. Okay, so if you look on your screen right now, basically what you see is the group for the Reggae Girls for the CAC Games in particular. So Jamaica in a group with the host nation, El Salvador, Colombia, Mexico, Puerto Rico. It's going to be compelling because when you bear in mind the FIFA Women's World Cup is July 20 to August 20, whereas when you're bearing in mind that the CAC Games is July 23 to August 8. So you'd have to say that our strongest team goes to the World Cup and perhaps even a development squad, an under-20 team perhaps, or under-23 team, or players that just made, or players that did not necessarily make the World Cup squad will be playing in the Central American and Caribbean Games to compete for a medal for Jamaica. And that's what we want to see. We want to see Jamaica. Oh, Oshawa, very nice, very nice. We want to see Jamaica competing for medals, don't we? It's something that we definitely want to see. So looking forward to that from that perspective of things. So that's what we want to see on the men's side: Colombia, Costa Rica, Honduras, Guatemala, Jamaica. Look, Jamaica has competed in a lot of multi-sport events, namely the Pan Am Games, the CAC Games. Football at the Olympic Games, we're still trying to tie down on that. That is something that we really want to accomplish. playing football at the Olympic Games that's basically the last, you could say, global showpiece that we need to get to. Of course, we want to get to an under 20 and under 17 FIFA Women's World Cup. Of course, Tyrone Million says blessings, Simon, blessings. Yes, of course, we want to get to an under 17 and an under 20 Women's World Cup. And I'm confident that in due time, we'll make those goals a reality. The Olympic Games is something important as well, as we take on Canada in September, home and away. So that is something that is very important from our standpoint, that we're able to accomplish that and being able to ensure that that is something that is attainable moving forward. So that is something that we can bear in mind from this standpoint. So Jamaica, again, our Reggae Girls are in a group with Colombia, El Salvador, Mexico, and Puerto Rico. The top two teams will advance towards the semifinals of the competition. You win your semifinal, you go to the gold medal game. If you lose your semifinal, you go to the bronze medal game. So that is something that we can bear in mind there, and something that we need to make keen and special note about for things moving forward. All right, so this is what we need to bear in mind, and this is what we need to make keen and special note about moving forward. All right, so that is what you guys need to be aware about. So this is a quick video, guys, to alert you in relation to the CAC games. Jamaica will be in the Central American and Caribbean games. Colombia, El Salvador, Jamaica, Mexico, Puerto Rico. That will be Jamaica's group, or our Reggae Girls group, in relation to the games. Well, that was the CAC games, but now in relation to the Pan American Games, now I'm going to show you that graphic right now in relation to the Pan American Games. Jamaica, as you can see there from the women's side of things, Jamaica qualified for the Pan American Games by virtue of being the top Caribbean team at the CONCACAF W Championship. As we know, Jamaica finished third in that championship after defeating Costa Rica. Kiki Van Zanten, or Calissa Van Zanten, scored for the Jamaicans to be able to advance to the Pan American Games. And that victory over Costa Rica also meant that Jamaica will have an Olympic playoff against Canada. So that is what this opportunity is creating for Jamaica. So a busy summer when you're bearing in mind other commitments after the World Cup as well. So it's going to be a very busy period of time. And that is what we want to see, because, gone are the days, gone are the days where you would have a FIFA window and perhaps there might not be a game arranged. But now, especially with the CONCACAF Nations League, that's important, because you have teams, for example, like St. Martin in the Dutch St. Martin. The only time that they would get to play matches is 2 games for World Cup qualifying and 2 games in the Caribbean Cup. So 4 games in every 4 years. That wasn't sufficient for their development. But with introduction of the CONCACAF Nations League, they're playing more. And for Jamaica, what it helps us is having the CONCACAF Nations League. We're getting to know our teams better within the region as well. So by the time World Cup qualifying comes around, we're familiar with these teams, their conditions, their pitches, their stadiums as well. Because what you find is economies of scale, especially in the Eastern Caribbean. You still have countries that use their cricket stadium as their football stadium. You still have countries that use that to this very, very day. You see what I'm saying? This is something that happens to this very day. And I'll give one example to narrow this down, and that's in relation to, for example, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Their home stadium is Arnos Vale. Arnos Vale Stadium is a cricket stadium, and it holds test matches for the West Indies, and also played important roles as well in terms of the 2007 Cricket World Cup, where it hosted warm-up matches as well, and very historic in relation to those individuals that have centuries, double centuries on this ground. So that's one stadium in particular that actually hosts, you have cricket stadiums that host football stadiums, so you have to prepare differently for that. You can also think about Antigua and Barbuda. Antigua and Barbuda uses Sir Vivian Richards Stadium, and that is a cricket stadium, but also used for football as well. And we can talk about other surfaces across the Caribbean as well. We could even go to Dominica, right? And when you look at Dominica and the stadium that they use at Windsor Park is a cricket stadium. Although it is a multi-purpose stadium, it is primarily used for cricket, and it is an ICC sanctioned stadium. However, Dominica's football team uses this venue in particular whenever it comes to football matches as well. We can even go to St. Lucia as well, that even used the Beausejour Stadium once upon a time for cricket purposes. Now it's the George Oldham Stadium, which is used for football purposes. Yes, other sporting disciplines have been used at this stadium as well, specifically the Carifta Games in 2009. But that's why I stress the importance of the CONCACAF Nations League. Many people say, but it's Bonaire, but it's St. Vincent, but it's St. Martin. Look at it this way. You're preparing yourself for the qualifiers. June 2024, all of this comes to fruition. All of this comes to fruition. And I want everybody to bear that in mind as well. So that the Reggae Girls' busy summer ahead, when you're bearing in mind the World Cup, Pan Am Games, CAC Games, Olympic playoff, and depending on how Jamaica does in that, if we beat Canada, that means we're going to the Olympics next year and the CONCACAF W Gold Cup. You see what I'm saying? And you see how much of a magnitude that is in particular? Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And we should all be thrilled and pleased about that in particular. You know what I'm saying? So that is something that we need to bear in mind, you know? So I hope that everybody is able to understand that clearly. And I'm grateful that you guys were able to tune into this video in particular. Grateful for your support. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. And after you hit the like button, you hit the subscribe button to Reggae Boys Commentary for more content. All right, guys? Thanks so much for tuning in. And we'll be back for more. Take care.
This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is brought to you by Starboys Juices. Infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing and nutritious. Call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454.
Hi, my name's Lee Williamson. Subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary.
Hi, my name is Joby McAnuff. Subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary.
I'm Javon Watson, and you're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.
Hi everybody, I'm Darren Moore, and you're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.
Yes, Reggae Boys Commentary, like and subscribe, yeah? Reggae Boys Commentary, like, share and subscribe.
Reggae Boys Commentary, subscribe, like and share. Is that the right order?